Right, quickly, or as quick as I can with one hand each. So here's the arches as we know, gone on there, no bother. So these recesses here, where you put a screw through, because you've got to screw it onto the metal, right? So what I was going to do, because you'd have an unsightly screw there, is get the number plate, black plastic. You basically you push over the top so it hides the surface of the screw head. You still would have seen them, but not as bad as looking at a screw. So anyway, I've come up with an even better plan. So rather than carbon wrapping these now, ready to put them on, what I have found is when I put them up against the arch there, you can see all the arch is flat here. And obviously them recesses are flat as well. And because I'm not going to be following the arch like that, therefore not having any gap, I'm actually putting it higher. So it's basically, it's hard to show you there, but that's basically the flat bit there. But I'm going plus of that, I'm going above, yeah, onto this curved bit, which is obviously going to hide this rust and also not make the arches stick out as much, because they are quite wide. So by putting them up, it's going to bring it further in. But the problem is, in a nutshell, it's going to be flat at the bottom there, following the contour, but then it starts to go off the contour as it goes around the arch, like so. Now, no gap there, but then when you come down to here, there's a gap. Don't know if you can see it there. There, you can see it more there. There's a gap all the way through, so that would look pretty. Now what's causing that gap is the back of this, because that's flat there, yeah, you can't push in to follow the contour of the car. So what I'm going to have to do is cut this off, so then it goes flush up against the bodywork, yeah. Now then I would be left with a hole on this side, which you'd see. So that's why I can't carbon wrap it yet. Because I was thinking, well, I'll get that cut off, put that in place first, and then I'll carbon wrap over the top. But then I was thinking, well, if I'm going to do that, then I might as well put the smallest screws I can in, and then fill this gap. Fill it with you know, a flexible poly filler. Sand it down so it's smooth and following the contour. Therefore, you're not going to see these unsightly holes at all. It's going to be smooth, and then I'll wrap over the top of it so it'll just look like one piece, rather than these, you know, unsightly. So that's my plan anyway. So tomorrow, get these screwed on, fill these, sand them down so they're nice and smooth following the contour, and then wrap over the top. And then I'll have no gaps at all around the bodywork. Happy days. Hope you'll sleep now. My lights have gone out. Look, yeah, charging my battery. Yeah. Right, so I'm in my pyjamas here. I'm in a tab now. So I'll catch up with you tomorrow and see how we progress with that little escapade there. Ciao for now. Good night. Hi guys, the boot quest continues. What have I done so far? I've rubbed that down, I've filled it, sanded it down so it's nice and smooth. Little hole there, but you'll not see that because remember this is getting carbon fibre wrapped just up until above there, so it'll go across, yeah, and finish there on both sides. So underneath, on the inside I've painted it all black, metal paint, a bit like hammerite, so that'll protect it from any further rusting. I'll put my flashlight on it here, so as you can see in here, where the metal is rusted away, you can see obviously one of the mounting points there, so there's loads of metal gone from around there. Should look like that, although that's rusted, all the metal's still in place, yeah, as compared to that. So what I intend to do is use my black silicone filler and basically make up the difference. So I'm going to put silicone filler in here now, get me a spatula if you like, make this nice and smooth. Once that's done, I can then wait till it's dry, and then again put some paint over the top and paint the metal here as well. That's just so I can get some good adhesion on the wrap, so it won't peel off. So that's why I need to paint it, give it a good surface to bond to. So that's my next part. Fill this, get it nice and level. Wait for this to dry, and then I can put a coat of paint over the top, and then it's ready for carbon fibre wrap. Happy days. Have the remainder of a good Friday, if I don't catch you beforehand. Right, anyway, where am I at? Still here, Brandon. So I've filled it. I know it doesn't look the neatest of things. It's quite difficult when you're putting this much silicone on to make up a gap. I'll say it doesn't really matter. It's only to make a bond for the carbon wrap to go on. So it might not look pretty, but it's filled up the gap, which is what it's intended to do. So let this dry. It'll take a while now. Probably come back to it in a couple of hours, and then I'll do the painting, and then who knows, maybe this evening I may be able to get the wrap on. I don't want to do it when it's too wet, like I want to make sure it is nice and dry, so might be tomorrow. Anyway, all will be revealed tomorrow for the finished product. Yeah, ciao for now. Happy days. Lo and behold, I'm back again. Here we go. Right, so I painted the top and underneath, which is happy days. It's just waiting to dry now. Yeah, probably wondering why am I taking that much time and effort to do underneath. Well, it's gonna look a bit unsightly because you know, when it's shut like that, obviously that'll have the carbon stripe across. That's fine, but then when you're going to open it, you know, and it lifts up past eye level, you're going to see underneath there. And as I said before, it didn't look very good, like it was just rusted a bit, so couldn't just do the top bit, I had to do underneath as well. So that's why I'm taking the time and effort to try and sort this bit out, more for aesthetics, and that would put me off buying the car if I lifted that and saw all that rusted underneath. So that's why I'm doing it. Simple as, really. The only other option would be to buy a new tailgate. I ain't gonna go through that expense. Happy days. So as my mate Joey once said, never eat a Twix when it's raining. So there you go.